in Mark chapter 11, Jesus curses the fig tree. And the fig tree was a symbol of Old Covenant Israel and the temple system that had become corrupted. And right thereafter, Jesus goes in and he kicks the vendors out of the temple system and the money changers. But when he curses the fig tree, he says, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And while that was bad news for that fig tree, because that fig tree was professing to have life. It had leaves, but it had no figs. And a fig tree produces a fig before it produces a leaf. So by having leaves, it should have had figs, but it's professing to have fruit, but it doesn't. And so this was the perfect analogy. And so Jesus says, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And that was bad news for the fig tree, but that was good news for humanity, because the fig tree died. It withered to the roots, and that was a symbol of the old covenant system being put away forever, that it was going to be put away, never to come back, that Jesus instituted a new covenant in his blood, and that there's no going back to the law. There's no going back to keeping a set of rules, 613 rules in the old covenant that the people were expected to keep for righteousness' sake. That now Jesus has instituted the new covenant, and righteousness is a gift of God, and it's received by faith. When we put our faith in Christ, we become as righteous as Jesus is. That no longer do we have to count on our performance to maintain the covenant with God, but Jesus is the guarantor. Jesus keeps the covenant with God for us. And we don't have to go to rule keeping. Jesus says, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." We will never go back to keeping a set of rules to be right with God.